When a corporation that redefines an industry disappears from view, what follows? Once the crown gem of world aviation, Pan Am represented glamour, creativity, and the countless opportunities of air travel rather than only an airline. Still, today it lives just in memories and historical records. How did this venerable airline, which invented international travel, come to have such a terrible fate? Let's explore the amazing tale of Pan Am's explosive climb and disastrous plunge. We must start in 1927 to grasp Pan Am's supremacy. One flight from Key West, Florida to Havana, Cuba set off everything. Visionary entrepreneur Juan Trippe turned Pan Am from a modest enterprise into a worldwide powerhouse very fast. It was the first airline to fly over the Pacific by the 1930s, linking continents and drastically decreasing the planet like never before. Trippe clearly wanted Pan Am to be a worldwide brand connected with luxury and adventure, not only an airline. Unmatched advancements came from Pan Am. It brought the flying boat, the famous clippers enabling long-distance travel, to the world. It was the first airline applying computerized reservation systems and radar. It was also quite important during World War II, shipping supplies and personnel for the American military. Pan Am had evolved into the height of sophistication in the heavens by the 1950s and 60s. Flying Pan Am was an experience rather than only means of mobility. On elegant china, passengers were presented exquisite cuisine. The crew, dressed immaculately, became cultural idols. But problems started to show up as the airline shot to new heights. The airline business was evolving, and Pan Am's ambitious expansion plan began to show flaws. While rivals such as TWA and American Airlines concentrated on local routes, Pan Am virtually totally concentrated on foreign travel. This rendered the airline sensitive to changes in world affairs and economic crises. The 1970s delivered a sequence of blows Pan Am would find difficult to recover from. The oil crisis caused fuel prices to soar, therefore sharply raising running costs. Concurrent with this was fierce competition resulting from American airline sector deregulation. Pan Am's premium amenities and higher ticket costs suddenly seemed less enticing than the affordable choices presented by more recent, leaner airlines. To add to this was the development of Boeing's 747 jumbo jet. Although the 747 was a technological wonder, its enormous weight made it impossible for Pan Am to fill seats amid low demand, which resulted in large financial losses. One of the most crucial events in Pan Am's downfall was its unfortunate 1980 purchase of National Airlines. Originally intended to provide Pan Am a foothold in the home market, the $400 million agreement became a logistical and financial disaster. Combining the two airlines proved more difficult than anticipated, and Pan Am's capacity to adjust to the fast-changing sector was hampered by the debt imposed. Then arrived the unimaginable. The Lockerbie catastrophe. Bombing Pan Am Flight 103 over Lockerbie, Scotland in 1988 claimed all 259 persons on board as well as 11 on the ground. The catastrophe tarnished Pan Am's standing and resulted in expensive lawsuits and security reviews. The Lockerbie bombing represented a turning point from which the airline could never recover. By now, the airline was already on unstable ground. Early in the 1990s, Pan Am's financial problems approached breaking point. International travel dropped significantly during the Gulf War, and growing gasoline prices made operations even more unsustainable. The airline could not overcome its growing debt even if it sold off routes to survive and assets to keep afloat. Pan Am stopped running in December 1991, therefore ending an era. What then went wrong? The story of Pan Am is a warning about ambition running ahead of reality. Its innovative approach and emphasis on luxury distinguishes it, but it also left the airline unprepared for changes in the market, rivalry, and outside events. The very traits that defined Pan Am turned into its weakness. Still, Pan Am left behind something enduring. It established the benchmark for foreign travel and motivated innumerable aircraft industry advancements. For those who lived through it, the famous Blue Globe logo and the memories of its golden age still clearly mark their brains. Pan Am's demise tells a tale of idealism, success, and tragedy. It reminds us that should a brand fail to change with the times, even the most famous ones are not immune to failure. Having said that, appreciatively for viewing until next time.